Here we are, it's Path and Tarot, and we're going to be doing a special reading dedicated to Valentine's Day. So you may see this on Valentine's Day, which is the 14th, I believe. Let me just check that. Yeah, it is. It's the 14th. You just got to make sure. Yep. Yeah, it's the 14th. So you may see it then, or you may see it, earlier in the week or later in the week. I'm sorry, but when you do see this, it's for you, because love is a fun thing. It's based in partnerships. Lust is a part of that too. That's it's a cool thing. It's part of the human condition. You can't ignore it. But that's love for you. Agreements, arguments, events, planning. All that interesting stuff is a part of love, I think, and partnership, making dinners, planning dinners, going to get food, preparing the food, cleaning, all that, partnership, sharing space. So this reading is gonna, we'll see what happens. We've got the tarot cards, elements, playing cards, all combined here, and it's shaken up. Draw some cards here, and we'll see what we get. Crazy, right? See, I know, the tarot, it kind of freaks me out with how uncanny it is. And this program is it sort of, it defies me in ways that, it's hard to explain. Because when I started using this digital tarot program, I thought, you know what? It's not going to be the same as, physically having the cards in your hand. Because, you're connecting with the cards, right, physically, and that improves your, how you can focus on the intuition because you're holding the cards. But the digital landscape, it's disconnected a bit from that. But I've realized that kind of doesn't matter. It's your consciousness that's really doing the thing. So whatever helps you get your consciousness connected to your intention with the cards is what works. And it just so happens using this program, it connects. I can connect with it. And, here we go. Lovers right on Valentine's Day. What an interesting coincidence. Synchronicity probably at its finest. And that's a sign from the universe that's going like, hey, we're on the right path here. So for all you lovers out there, that's it. You're on the right path. And that's about all you can really know. And that's, in a way, the only thing that you need to know, because the rest you got to figure out on your own. That's the beauty of it. All these ups and downs, these unusual turns of events, problems within the relationship, those are the things that build your character and help you become who you are and help establish what the relationship is. So to know any more than that, I don't know. Sometimes it's just not the best thing. But we're going to go for it anyways, because why not, right? We're going to get more cards. This is, we're going to talk more about this. We're going to carve out a path a little bit and see where we end up, but we're starting with lovers, and that's a cool thing. But the way you can look at lovers too, like if you see this, it's like Valentine's Day, or it's a few days after Valentine's Day, lovers doesn't necessarily have to represent the union of two people, right? It also quite literally means the single person has become completely balanced between their masculine and feminine divine energies. It means that you've become completely whole and ready to go out there to find your partner. Because you do have to be in a good relationship, you have to be ready for it, be fully healed, or at least in a position where, you are confident within yourself and all of that. To get the Lovers card is an indication that you've done all that work and you're ready. So that's a cool thing too. So even if you're not in a relationship or that's not even a thing, this is a great card to get. And that's how you can look at that, is that you are whole, whoever it is you're looking at. And this is cool. So now we've got conflict in the story that we're making here today. Conflict. Leo's a little angry, and that's okay, because conflict is sort of a part of love anyways. You got to fight for love, fight for what's right, fight for yourself in the relationship too, because there's going to be times when you're fighting with your partner for whatever reason, and you got to stand up and fight for that original relationship. Maybe things have changed, but you fight to keep that fire burning, that ties you both together, whatever that may be. And that's why we've got conflict. The Five of Wands is like a fire energy, right? That's, it fits nicely into the wand suit like that. It's fire based. So let's move on here and see what else we can get. An air element. So this is nice. This is a way to say that the energies of conflict are harmonized, they're balanced. And this is great to see in the context of lovers, right? Two things coming together to make one. Air and fire harmonize very well together, right? Fire needs air to grow. To you fan the flames and give fire oxygen, and it's gonna grow bigger. So we can say that the conflict between the lovers needs its like counterpart, or something is fueling the conflict. We can even say that too, right? Air could be fueling it. So what's in conflict? What's fueling it? The uncertainty of relationships, maybe unreliable friends, unpredictableness. So that could mean the uncertainty with the actual relationship itself. Maybe this is like a new relationship, right? You're just trying to figure it out. Or maybe it's like, friends that are connected to the relationship, right? The friends that you bring into it. You go out as a partnership, a couple, if you will, and you're interacting with your other friends, and maybe those people are unreliable. Maybe there's uncertainty with those people, because that's what can define relationships, is the people around it too, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the case, of course, but sometimes the identity of the relationship lies in the friendships of the other people that you're with, right? The friends of your friends. There could be an unpredictableness with that, but again, it could just be an uncertainty within your relationship. Maybe it's brand new, but it feels a little unbalanced at this time because of the 7. 7 you can't really divide evenly. It's 5 and 2, 4 and 3. Although you can get the uncertainty balanced to a point where you've got 3 and then 4. Those are good, strong structures. They're different from each other. They're not symmetrical, but at least you can make the uncertainty bearable that way. You can think of it that way. So the 7s, when you look at 7 as just a number and its meaning, you can take that away from it. So where else are we gonna go? We're gonna go with spirit. So this is cool. We could say that the energy sort of needs to be divine to make that 3 and 4 happen. Maybe, right? Maybe something unpredictable yet divine needs to happen, something positive, maybe a trust in just the universe, really. Just trust that things will work out, and they will. We got another energy set here, another complex compound energy of air in earth. So this is, the energies don't mix that well. The fire, it's fire and air, and earth and waters those are the elements that empower each other. So these are like opposites, but this is a cool energy set because this would be the Knight of Pentacles. That's the energy of this card, because these are the sub elements in this particular deck are also in the tarot cards. The court cards are sub elements. So this would be your Knight of Pentacles type of energy. Very swift, but very endearing in the same way. So let's keep going here until we get the same energy. It's a very determined energy, isn't it? See what I mean? So you've got the same color scheme there. So really, we end up with the Cavalier of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's quite strange, isn't it? Just to see it kind of appear in that way. But what we can say, if it's you in the partnership and you're reading this, you may want to um, take the Cavalier's energy, whether or not you identify with that in any way. I think that's you in the reading. So whatever end of the divine masculine or feminine you're on, take that energy and move towards it. But we haven't seen any other court cards, so maybe that's not the two halves of the lovers here. But we'll see. Ooh. So here we go. We've got another sub-element, the fire and the air, so they combine. So this is cool because we've got the air element here, and we've got lots of air here and fire. So the determined energies can spread like wildfire too. So that energy is contagious. It can spread. So as we go back through the cards of the uncertainty from the sevens, all you gotta do is hang in there. That spirit's gonna keep you through, and you, if you maintain the determination, things will just work. Things will just work itself out. So let's do, this will be the last card in the reading. Now we're going to do one more card because elements, they're, as we read them, they're not, I don't want to go too much into them because they're just, I want to treat them as very basic indicators of energy sets. So really it's just more fire energy. So we can say that the vitality is very important in this here. Let's get one more card. Air. So now we're just getting really interesting patterns coming up to deal with the fire and air energies. So communication. That's a big part of it, your mind. Those sorts of things. Action. Take lots of action. And then finally we end up here. So we're going to stop here because this is, I think, a good place to start because we've got water and water, love. And it connects very, very nicely with lovers at the very beginning. So this will be the strongest water element because it's water inside of water. The other end of the color wheel is an orange color. And it's a nice visual effect when you see this. It's almost like it's popping out at you, the orange and the blue. But love is the strongest energy we have over all these ups and downs that happened. And we could end off with that because that's a nice synchronicity too. Just to see that happen right at the very end. But don't forget to stay determined. There'll be ups and downs, but communicate well. Maintain your vitality so that you can empower that relationship. And things will just work itself out. Yeah. You got this. I'll see you out there.